Just heading out for a quick overnighter just to make sure all my gear and stuff is up to par for what I'll likely be seeing for my bigger trip, which is going to be in May, up north in the Boundary Waters. I'm going to do the Sioux Hustler Trail, so this is kind of just a quick little Pop-Tart trip to sneak out and see if the gear still works. So this is looks like the right spot. I actually got sent down here by a buddy who told me about this place, and due to that, I think I'm in the right area. So gonna probably string up the hammock between that tree and that one, and get back to you and show you how it's done. So, new hammock is from Dutchware gear, made by Dutch himself. It's just his standard 1.6 Hexon 11-footer hammock, and let's get to setting this up. And now I've made the mistake of getting in the hammock, which means, now that I've been learning this, you tend not to get out of the hammock so quickly. Neat little trick I did here. This is actually a tarp off of a Hennessy, off of my Pops tarp, and I didn't really want to mess with it much or pull the pressix off of his ridge line, so what I actually did was I put the eye hole of it into the trucker's hitch on this end, and then on the other end, jump over the ridge line here, and then at the other end, just made kind of a do-it-yourself trucker's hitch with some extra frayed up paracord that I had left over, and end result's a pretty good hitch. Keep the wind off me. It's coming from that way, so at least keep some of that breeze off me and keep me a little bit warmer in the colder hours of the night. I am cooking me up for lunch some of the delicious beef stroganoff with noodles. Kind of want to try to get into doing the whole do-it-yourself freeze-dried meals, but got to get all the dehydrator and stuff like that. Kind of seems like a pain, and Mountain House seems to have it down pretty well, so for now, sticking with the pre-made stuff. You know, it never looks good, but when you're outside and you're hungry, pretty much everything tastes good. That. Yeah, that'll do. It's kind of hard doing the longer trips out in college, especially with my major in football. Don't really have a lot of time, but when you get a chance for a quick night like this, it's nice, even if it's just, you know, one day. Also wish I had my dog. Dog is better, probably one of the best hiking companions I've had so far. But I don't know if you can see, but there's like 30 turkeys way out there. I've been hearing them all day, but I didn't know they were just sitting there in the frickin' field. Always cool when you see a little wildlife, even if it's from a ways away. This is kind of what I would want some distance from. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a nice strong pass on that. And there they go again. They're probably getting pissed at me. They're just trying to get away, and I keep walking the same direction they are. Not on account of being a jerk, but more on account of I'm going that way to check stuff out, and they're going that way to get away from me. So just kind of be how it goes, and try not to piss them off, bump them around too much for the guys that might be hunting on this time of year. Wasn't all too worried about those tracks. I mean, a lot of people worry about animals and stuff like that when they're hiking, and oh, I'm gonna get attacked by a bear or a mountain lion or coyotes or wolves and all sorts of chupacabras and stuff like that. But you know, you keep to yourself, they'll keep to themselves. And if you like, you can have a fire. That usually keeps them away. I can't, burn ban, but I usually make enough noise and smell bad enough that they don't want any part of me. And with dog, that's definitely a good deterrent. They get one smell of a dog like that and they seem to not want any part of it. So there you go. If you want to keep the animals away, have a fire and a dog. This is why you come out here. Turkeys in the field. You hear geese everywhere. I don't know if you could have timed that any better. I'm gonna be a lazy bum. I'm gonna crawl up inside of that thing and I'm gonna go to sleep. Screw it. See if I can get a 12-hour sleep. Alright, so sun's pretty much down. That red light is extremely annoying in my eyes, and I'm pretty much ready to call our day. It's been excellent coming out here. Absolutely excellent. I've got deer. Probably can't see them out in that field. Just hanging out. And sun setting over there. All in all, gear worked good. Hammock is extremely comfortable. So thanks, Dutch, you the man. It does need an underquilt with it though. I was kind of trusting around using the thermarest pad over the underquilt just because it's cheaper, but you get a lot more comfort out of using the underquilt. You get less of that pad binding up underneath you and all that stuff, so kind of nice. Had to jerry rig some of my stuff today, but all in all, good test of knots, good test of just trying to make do with what you got, and that's kind of what being out here is about. It's not about being perfect, it's about doing whatever you can.
Good morning. I don't know what time it is. My phone's dead, but I feel like I got like 10 hours of sleep. But I feel fantastic. Stayed pretty warm. Had some cold spots using the pad. Up on your shoulders and stuff like that. You kind of lean off the pad a little bit. But it got a little chilly, a little windy in the middle of the night, so I actually grabbed this reflective blanket that I've got and wrapped myself up in that. But got a little condensation, almost got a little too warm in it. But I'd rather be too warm and have to dry stuff out than not be warm enough. So all in all, I'd call it a successful night. Slept good. The coyotes were howling like crazy. It was nuts. It was great. Yeah. Review for the morning while I dilly-dally and putter around. It's not too bad. Oh, that had me nervous at first. Thought it was a ticket. It's actually just a little marker they use to make sure people aren't ditching vehicles down here. But oh, that would have sucked. Because you're not supposed to stay underneath in here, down in the bottoms, unless you're camping or fishing after 6. So, oh well, all's well that ends well. I'm out.